I will be making over $5 million by buying just one single investment. And no, it's not Bitcoin, a penny stock, or some pre-IPO company. You might be thinking, that's impossible. Well, it's definitely possible. Let me show you how. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So my name is Paul, and in this video, I'll be going over the one ETF that will make me over $5 million. Now, I know that every single one of you watching wants to make money with investing. We all do. But it's honestly a reality that investing comes with risk. Your investment can do very well and give you great returns, or on the flip side, it could do very poorly and give you almost no returns. The key to winning in investing is making sure that you're diversified. Now, what is the best way to diversify in the stock market? Buy an ETF. ETFs are not only great ways to diversify your investing, but they can also make you millions of dollars. The ETF that will make me over $5 million is none other than VTI, or Vanguard's Total Stock Market ETF. In this video, I'll be going over the benefits of VTI, how I will make $5 million by just investing into VTI, and give proof that it really is possible. Watch till the end of the video to see how I buy VTI as well. Before we get into the video, please smash that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Before we get into how VTI will make me money, let's go over the basics of what VTI actually is. VTI is the ticker symbol for Vanguard's Total Stock Market ETF. It may sound complicated at first, but in simple terms, it's an index of the entire US stock market. At the time of this recording, there are over 3,800 different stocks in this ETF. By purchasing a share of VTI, you're essentially purchasing a share of every single publicly traded company in the United States. You've probably heard of companies such as Apple, Google, Microsoft, McDonald's, and even Starbucks. If you buy a share of VTI, you're essentially buying a piece of all of these companies. And the good news is that over time, the overall US stock market has performed pretty well. For the past 10 years, VTI has an annual average return of a little bit over 12%. And this means that if you had invested $10,000 around 10 years ago and just let it sit, that money would have grown to $30,000 without you touching anything. This is a 3 times return on your investment, and all you really had to do was buy and hold. Now let's go over some benefits of buying into VTI. First, VTI is extremely cheap to own. Now we all know that investing always comes with a cost. What makes VTI appealing is that you can own the ETF for a very, very low cost. The current expense ratio sits at 0.03%, which is one of the lowest expense ratios for all ETFs. Expense ratios are annual fees charged by funds to their shareholders for basic operating expenses. A 0.03% expense ratio means that you would pay just $3 for every $10,000 invested. What's even better is that there are no other transaction fees associated with VTI. The second benefit is that VTI is super diversified. VTI literally holds every single publicly traded company in the US stock market. This means that if you invest into this fund, your money is divided into every single stock in the US stock market. It literally doesn't get more diversified than that. Many companies in VTI are major corporations that you've probably heard of, but there's also smaller companies that you might not have heard of. Now, what's important is that when you invest into this fund, you're getting exposure to both small cap, mid cap, and large cap stocks, and in the long term, the market has done pretty well. Third, VTI is incredibly simple. Buying into VTI and investing in the entire US stock market, rather than picking individual stocks, keeps your life so simple. You don't need to worry about different asset classes or rebalancing your portfolio. All you have to do is buy VTI and enjoy your life. What I personally like to do is buy into VTI every single month on a set schedule, no matter the price. This is called dollar cost averaging. This allows me to not worry about my investments and just relax as my wealth grows on autopilot. It really doesn't get better than that. Now, a question you're probably asking is VTI actually a good investment? VTI is an excellent investment for the average investor simply because it allows you to invest into the entire stock market through one single ETF. If you don't have the time or knowledge to research individual stocks and want to just invest stress-free like I do, VTI does all the work for you so you can enjoy other parts of your life. Now, is VTI better than picking individual stocks? To give you a short answer, absolutely. Warren Buffett, renowned investor and one of the world's richest billionaires, quotes this: "By periodically investing into an index fund, the know-nothing investors can actually outperform most investment professionals." The main issue with trying to buy individual stocks is that no one really knows which stocks will win or which stocks will lose. The company you think that could do very well could go bankrupt, and the company that you think will just go bankrupt could do very, very well. In my personal opinion, without a doubt, the best way to approach investing is to bet on the market increasing over time. One of Warren Buffett's most well-known well-known business partners, Jack Bogle, quotes this: "Don't look for a needle in the haystack, just buy the haystack." In my opinion, buying and holding an ETF like VTI is one of the best ways to build your wealth long term. Now that I've talked about the benefits of buying into VTI, let's go into how you can buy VTI. Now let's first open up your investing app. In today's video, I'll be using Robinhood, and if you want to start investing and haven't yet, feel free to use the link in my bio to sign up for Robinhood, and you'll get a free stock when you link your bank account. Now once you're inside the app, let's look up the ticker symbol VTI. Now once you pull up VTI, you can see the chart here and you can see how well it's been performing the last 5 years, 1 year, 3 months, and etc. Now if you wanted to buy shares of VTI, all you would have to do is click trade and click buy, and you would put in the number of shares that you want, so let's say 1 share. And then it would show you the market price of each share and the estimated cost that you will pay. So after you've done that, click review and then swipe up, and you've just now bought a share of VTI. And that is the first step you take to becoming a millionaire. Now the next question you probably have is, how long will it take to become a millionaire by just investing into VTI? The answer to that question heavily depends on how much you put into the stock market each time you invest and your rate of return. This table shows how many years it will take depending on your monthly investments and the annualized rate of return you earn along the way. So looking at this chart, let's say you put in $500 a month. With a 10% annual return, you would have to wait around 28.9 years. With an 8% annual return, you would have to wait 33.4 years. With a 6% annual return, you would have to wait around 40 years. And a 4% annual return, you would have to wait around 51 years. I mentioned this previously, but VTI has an annual average return of around 12%, but past performance does not indicate future results. Now, let's say you put in $2,000 every month. With a 10% annual return, you would become a millionaire in just 16.5 years. Now, let's say you put in $2,800 every year. With a 10% annual return, you would become a millionaire in just 13.8 years. That's not bad. Now the biggest question for this video is, Paul, how will you make $5 million with VTI? The answer is very simple. Time. Let's pull up an investment calculator and let's go through some numbers. So let's start off small and let's say you put in $500 per month with around a 9% return being conservative for the next 30 years. You would have over $916,000 just by investing $500 per month. Now what's even better is that your contributions will only be $180,000, but the total interest that you earn on your money is going to be over $736,000. So in my case, let's get a little bit more aggressive and let's say I invest $3,000 per month for the next 30 years at a 9% return. I will amass over $5.4 million just by investing. So let's take a look at my contributions versus how much interest that I'll earn. You can see that my total contribution sits at just a little over $1 million, but the total interest earned sits at $4.4 million. To get more specific, you can look at this chart right here and you can see that my starting amount and my annual contribution will stay the same, but my total contributions, the interest earned, and my end balance increased very swiftly over time. Now, what does looking at this investment calculator demonstrate? It demonstrates that it's important to invest continuously and consistently for the long term. What would you do with an extra $5 million? That is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Passive investing into an ETF like VTI will help you build your wealth and keep you on track to become a millionaire in the long term. If you're new here, my name is Paul and I talk all things money and finance. If you learned something today, please smash that like button and subscribe for more future videos just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, your life is a masterpiece, so let's unlock your full financial potential together. And with that, I will catch you in the next video. Take care.